Oi, what's going on? It's me, your boy. Waddle's merch is located down below the video. Just go with it, that's my name today, okay? Yep, Welcome back to the Minecraft Guide, episode number 25. Pam, what are you doing? You're meant to stand here with me for the intro. Thank you. Thank you very much, Pam. So, kind of a big day. The world has been updated for what actually might be the final time. We are now in Minecraft 1.15.2. So, this update was pretty minor. We don't have many changes, but we do have one big change that we actually might end up running into. The biggest change in this update might actually end up being experienced over here at our tree farm. So as of 1.15.2, oak and birch trees have a 5% chance to grow with a bee nest on them if there is a flower planted within 2 blocks of the sapling. We have that right here, and in a few other spots, maybe here, I'm not sure if that counts, but yeah, we might experience that over here, which could be kind of cool, but also it might be kind of annoying, so we might want to remove the flowers. Today's project, though, is past the tree farm over there on that hill. We have a villager waiting for us, a brand new villager that still definitely needs a name, and that villager still definitely needs a house. Today, we're going to take care of the house portion, name suggestions, those things are still being accepted in the comments. So today, I am actually on point with our project preparation supplies. I've got the crafting table, the chest, the stone cutter, and the furnace brought over here. Back over at the storage building, I have more smooth sandstone being smelted up because that is a major ingredient in today's build. Now, this villager, the mending one, will live in a tower. This tower will be sitting right on this hill. I think we can go ahead and start by freeing the villager. You can see the world now, buddy. Congratulations. Now, today we're going to talk about how we can turn this villager into a mending villager, but first we need a house. I'd like to get this villager into its permanent living situation solution, and then we'll do the magic and turn the villager into a mending villager. So that tutorial, that portion of the video will be probably much later on. For now, the build. So, I know that I'd like to build a tower for this villager. Sorry, buddy, you're gonna have to move right there into the inside of the build. Anyways, this tower, I think it should be probably 3 blocks wide, and then we could do a turn right there. Then we could do the same thing, 3 blocks that way, another turn, this, that, 3 more of these things. Pam, excuse me. So basically we end up working with this shape right here. It's a square, but it's also a circle, but it's definitely more of a square. Now, I think we should go up 5 blocks from here. So 5, just like that, and then 5 over here as well. This side, though, will be the door side, because we can make a path either going from that bridge over to here, or we can do another bridge. I'm kind of leaning towards the second bridge, because that would be cool. Bridges are fun to build, but I'm not too sure. So anyways, a 5 tall base, just like that. Now, after that 5 tall base, I'd like to come in with actually some smooth sandstone. I'd like to make this tower sort of a castle-looking tower. To do that, we're going to end up needing to use sandstone on the top of it. Now, since we're going to be using sandstone on the top of the tower, I think it'll be nice to incorporate sandstone in the lower parts of the tower as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think actually 1 higher will do this sandstone idea. So we'll do the beam goes up a little bit more. Then we could do staircase, just like that. And then 1 more staircase. I really need scaffolding, guys. Anyways, 3 staircases, then 3 slabs like that. Then this continues upwards, and our wall can actually turn into oak above this portion. So up here, we grab our oak planks and do, I think, another 5 tall sections. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll go ahead and go across there and straight up there, and then knock this guy out right there so we have a window. After that, we'll go ahead and continue this beam upwards, I think. Then we have another awkward, weird space. So maybe this time we go straight across with these things. That could look nice. Then finally, 1 more 5 tall section. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, and then we go ahead and go straight across. So there we go, 5 tall again. Then we continue this pillar upwards a little bit more. Then we can go ahead and do that again, and then this, and then finally, last but not least, staircases in there and probably in here, and then we can put slabs on top of some of them to make it look like a castle. So how in the world am I going to get off of this thing now that I built this high? This is going to be dangerous. You know what? we're just gonna do it like this. This is the brave way, I promise. All true warriors and builders and everybody does it like that. That was really nice right there. But yes, here's the tower. So what do we think? Let me go ahead and come over here and chop this beam out, let the water go away, and then we'll take a step back and look at it. It's not much, but I think we have enough in to kind of get the idea, get the bigger picture. Maybe I don't have enough in on the build quite yet, but I think that's going to be good, probably. So the plan now is to copy that side over identically again and again and again. So we have a four-sided tower that is that tall. That's pretty tall. I think I really like that, though. I wanted this tower to stick out, like, a lot over there, because most of our city will end up being over this way, and I'd like to be able to see the tower. I think that would be pretty cool. Pam, what are you doing? You're hanging out with a villager. The guy is nasty, Pam. You don't want to hang out with that villager. Now, at this point in the video, you guys might be wondering about me and my stability. Am I okay? Is he doing good? Of course I am. You always knew that I would come back in here and mix in the mossy variants. We need the mossy cobblestone, of course. Mossy cobblestone is going to bring this build alive. You won't catch me skipping this stuff ever. Like, ever. And we're going to put a window. Oh, we're not going to put a window right there for reasons. If you know, you know. Now in here on these corners, we're going to have a bit of an awkward corner. So I think what we could maybe do is continue these pillars, or beams. They're beams now at this point. We can continue these beams that way to round the corner. I think that could look good. And then maybe we can stick them out here as well to kind of smooth that connection there too. That might look good, but it also might not. Now, in these corners, I'd like to switch things up a little bit. I think what we could do is actually change a lot of what we've done already. So let's say we go maybe 3 blocks up there with oak logs. Then we could actually maybe come inwards a little bit and have this go straight up. And then this can actually all be popped in. It'll change the tower shape a little bit, but I think the change will be probably for the better. So let's say all of that gets moved in. We're going to have to clear this out so we can actually move. So this moves inwards. Then we still have this wall right here. To get around this thing being overly flat and just weird and bad looking, we can probably do upside down staircases in here to add a tiny bit of depth. I think that would look good. This beam would go straight up, so would this other side. And I think that'll be fine, and we'll push all of this in. I don't see a problem with it, so we're going to go ahead and give that a shot. That might look a little bit better. All right, what do we have now? Does this look good? Yeah, I think that does actually look pretty cool. I like how I'm stacking the logs on the sides too. The center one goes 3 blocks up now, and then the flat side pillars go 2 blocks up. I think that is going to be the tower for the most part. I don't see us having any other problems with the thing, so it's time for me to go ahead and get this build in. One more thing. If I'm being honest, I sort of feel like I'm not very good at towers. Like, I don't know. Hopefully today's tower ends up being good. If it does, it'll be like the 4th good tower I've ever made in all of my years of playing this game. So, fingers crossed, but I'm also insanely aware of the high chance of failure here. So, but hopefully we don't fail. That would be great. One more thing. We're going to have weird corners right here, so I'm thinking maybe sandstone block right there, sandstone slab, and then sandstone slab. Maybe. Big maybe here on that one, though, because that might get too close to our corners. No, I think that's good. That should probably work. I think so. Okay. Time to go cut down more trees. Well, look who it is. There's a bee and a brand new bee nest. That's kind of crazy. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this bee to go inside of there, and then we're going to silk touch it and move it over to one of our custom trees. Let's see. Which tree do you want to be on? I'm thinking maybe over here. This would be really nice to have bees in this area, and the bee nest, I think, will add a nice touch to this area. Now, normally we would get an advancement for Zook touching this thing, but we need one more bee inside of it, so no advancement this time around. But where could you fit in? You could fit in maybe right. No, they can't exit that way. Maybe. Where do I want to put it? We'll just put you right there for now. It shouldn't be that hard. Maybe we leave it. I don't know. Tower is coming along though. It's looking good. You know what? You're coming with me, Bee Nest. You're gonna move again. So in terms of the tower, here's what I have so far. It's kind of difficult to do the top of the tower without an easy way up and down, so I think we're going to go ahead and switch gears and take care of the inside really quick because it'll be easy. So, we're going to have 2 floors inside of this tower. Floor 1 will be right here, floor 2 will be all the way up where the villager lives. In between there, we'll basically just have a tall open area. I think that'll be fine. Now, seeing as this is the base of a tower, I think floor number 1 right here should be done with stone and andesite and maybe a little bit of mossy cobblestone as well because the stuff looks so good. On the inside, I think what we'll do is we'll build another pillar there, one here, and one here as well going up to make this rounded in here. Now, right in the center, I think, of the backside, we'll go ahead and do a soul sand bubble elevator. So this elevator will go right there eventually once I move these guys out of the way. Now, the floor up top that the villager will stand on will probably be out of spruce. Spruce matches very well in here, so I think that's what we'll do. Then in here, where there's this weird combination, I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, more smooth sandstone stairs, but on the inside this time. But I think that is pretty much all of the build, aside from some outside details. So the thing looks pretty good in my opinion, but I think it needs a little bit more. That more is probably spruce fences. If we put them on this build kind of randomly, maybe coming up from some of these pillars and stuff, I think the thing will look a little bit more detailed and a little bit better, but as a whole, the shape is good, I think. I just need to get the top on as well, but the top comes after we get the inside in. Now look, villager, you're not free yet, but you're sort of in the way. Don't take it personally, buddy. Okay, there we go. I was so worried about hurting Pam. Definitely didn't want to do that. Okay, villager, look, you're going to have to go all the way over to where the boat is. Not okay. Well, we can do that. And this, the boat. You're gonna go back in the boat, dude. You're going to the boat. Get in the boat. There we go. Pam, you better not get in the boat. That'll be a problem. We're gonna go ahead, I think, and try and get Pam outside of this build, sitting. Yep, that's what I thought. Sit down. No, right there. You're staying right there for the rest of today, Pam. Sorry, nothing personal. Now, soul sand bubble column elevators. That's something we actually haven't talked about at all quite yet. Soul sand elevators are basically the best elevator in the game. So, like I mentioned, ours will sit right there in the back of this room. To start things off, we need to put a side on this thing. The side will be out of glass. Glass looks really good. We'll do glass right there as well, and then on the front, to stop water from spilling out all over this room, we'll do something a little more tricky. We'll do trapdoor, then another trapdoor just like that, and we'll get more in on the other side, but this guy's kind of in the way right now. Then on those trapdoors, we'll place a sign and another sign just like that. Now, we could get rid of these trapdoors, but I think this will make everything look a little bit better. Now, if we place a water source right above this soul sand right here, a bubble column will be activated. This thing will push us upwards. So basically, what we want to do is build walls all the way up to our floor and then put water at the top. After doing that, then we need to come back in and get water sources going all the way up to the top of this thing. And well, actually, that's pretty easy too. Alright, so we've got our future bubble column elevator all walled in. Now place a water source right at the top and then jump in. Now the bubble column won't be activated right away because these aren't water sources. These are just flowing water blocks. To make them water sources, you'll need kelp. And you'll actually need to switch the soul sand on the bottom to something else. So sand is right down there, that's fine. Go ahead and place all of your kelp in, going all the way up to the top of your elevator, just like that. Then go ahead and jump back in and remove all of the kelp. Now climb out of your elevator, place your soul sand down, and watch the bubble column be activated. If you climb into it, you'll be shot all the way up to the top, and boom. That works. Now, our way down, for now, I was going to do right here, but I realized that drops down to there, so maybe we open this up, and we have this drop all the way back down. We can leave it open, honestly, other than up top. We'll have to cover it for sure up there, but that'll be our way down out of this thing. Basically, we'll be able to walk over here, drop straight down, and then leave. So that's good. Now, I just need to go ahead and get the roof on this thing, and then the fence details on the outside. Then we can finally talk about that Mending Villager. It's definitely about time to transform that guy. Honestly, the view from up here is just so amazing. I mean, look at this. This is such a nice view. That's why I love towers. I really should build these things more, if only they weren't so difficult to build. But yeah, things are coming along pretty nicely. So the top is accessible only by us, though. Villagers will not be allowed up there, so I skipped this lower one just to be safe. And yeah, villagers definitely can't use trapdoors, so the top is only for us. Now, I think it's about time for a mending tutorial. But first, let's go ahead and make this so only we can go down here. When we need down, we'll go ahead and open that, then we'll close it while we're standing in it, and drop down just like that. So, you, buddy, you are trapped. I put an iron door on here to be safe. You're gonna go up to the top now. Thank you very much. Let's, no. Come back over. All right, so first things first, you need to get your villager to wherever it will be long term. You are going to live in the top floor. Dude, don't you want the good view? What are you doing even? Sir, go to the elevator, please. Yup, no, okay. Well, we can always just compact this room. Look, buddy, you cannot go in that other corner. You can only go this way. Go up. There we go. Okay, Dirt, you're coming with me. Let's go ahead and visit a brand new villager. How you like your house? You like it, dude? Yep, it's very nice. So I think we'll go ahead and give you your bed back. You can have that. That's right there. And then we need to make the librarian workstation block. Librarians work at lectern. So first things first, 3 books. Then we go ahead and combine those books with some planks to create a bookshelf. Then that bookshelf needs to be combined with some slabs to create a lectern. To get a Mending Villager, you'll need to get a villager, a lectern, some paper, and then you should be ready to potentially spend some time on this project. So, get the villager, place the lectern down, check the villager's trade. If this book right here is mending, then you have yourself a Mending Villager, boom, right off the bat, but that's highly unlikely to happen. If it's not, go ahead and back out of that menu, break the lectern, the villager should then unclaim its job. Now, depending on what time of the day it is, this could either be instant or it could take some time. Villagers will only unclaim their jobs when it's working hours. If it's not working hours, the villager will keep trying to work at its old job. In the meantime, we can make this a little fancier by placing a lectern maybe over there and getting rid of that. What's the light level like in here now? A 7. A 7 over there. That is definitely not good. We're gonna need to go ahead and make another lantern. Now, our villager isn't unclaiming its job because it isn't working hours. It's the evening now, so we're going to have to wait a little past the morning of the next Minecraft day to continue our quest for the Mending Villager. Now, it is very important to not trade with the villager even once during this process. As soon as you trade with a villager, its trades are locked in. So if you have a librarian villager that you've traded with before, unfortunately, you won't be able to use that librarian villager. You need a brand new, untraded with villager. So here we go, day number 2, beginning the process again. Lectern. Take the job, buddy. Nice. Feather falling 4. That's pretty good, but not the one that we're looking for. So we break the lectern, we wait, the job's gone, we do it again. Now, as soon as we find a Mending Villager, we are going to want to trade with the guy like on site, so this villager doesn't accidentally lose the trade. Again, trading with a villager will lock its trades in forever. Once we find the mending trade that we're looking for, we'll want to take one of the villager's other trades to lock its trades in forever. Now, you are definitely going to want to be patient. This can take some time sometimes, and most likely it will take some time. So definitely just be aware that this can take some time, but it's definitely worth it because mending is an amazing enchantment. Now, for those of you guys who are maybe wondering about mending and what it does and why I want it so bad, well, basically mending makes your tools last forever as long as you're careful. With mending on, say, your pickaxe, when you get experience, that pickaxe will actually regain some of the durability that it lost. With mending, XP heals your tools. If your tools are in perfect condition, then the experience will go right to your XP bar as always. Now, mending is a treasure enchantment. Treasure enchantments cannot be obtained through enchanting in the enchanting table. That's why we're going through all of this process here. Now, this isn't the only way to get mending. You can actually fish up a mending book from an AFK fish farm or just from fishing in general, but that can take a lot of time. This is the best way to get mending in Minecraft, other than maybe getting crazy lucky and finding it inside of a loot chest and maybe a stronghold or something. Exploration's always fun. This is definitely the most reliable way to get your hands on the mending enchantment. So far I've seen a couple really good trades. We had that Feather Falling 4 trade, which was nice, and then I've seen Frostwalker a couple times as well. Frostwalker is another treasure enchantment just like Mending, but this room only has enough room for one villager, and I don't really feel like going and finding another villager anyways, so we're unfortunately going to be skipping all of those other trades. If we have Unbreaking, I am going to be very sad about skipping it, especially Unbreaking 3, but Mending is definitely a little bit better. I think, I mean, it feels like I've burned through at least half of the, oh, Soak Touch, that's cool. But I feel like I've burned through like half of this day so far, and still no luck. I'm going to keep track of how many days it takes to get Mending. Hopefully, we end up finding it on day 2, but I guess we'll see. I'm kind of not expecting it. Efficiency 4, wow, that's another good one that I would normally not pass up. That is nice. Mad now. No Mending. And it looks like the day is over. This villager isn't going to unclaim its job anymore. Yep, we're too late in the day. Now, to make things even more, I guess, difficult here, we're looking for a good price on our mending trade as well. That means that if I see a mending trade, but it's like 64 emeralds for a single book, that's going to be no good. You don't have to do it like this. You could pretty much take any price that you'd like and then actually turn the mending villager into a zombie villager, then heal the mending villager, and the price will be cheaper, but that's a little complex, at least for this tower, so we're not really going to be doing that. We're trying to get just a good price off the bat. A good price is in the teens or the 20s to me. 24 emeralds or something, I could definitely take that. Well, while we wait for the next day to begin, I think we're going to go ahead and come back down to this lower room and change things up. I'm not really too happy with how I ended up putting things. So let's say a crafting table over there. Those are always good to have. And then maybe if I have enough cobblestone out here, we'll make a furnace as well and put that inside of this building. Cobblestone, yes. Okay. So, furnace right there, that's nice, and then over here, this is a little dangerous. I think what I'd like to do is make a bunch of oak trapdoors, actually, and encase this thing in trapdoors. So basically, I think I'll fill this in with cobblestone, and then we'll go ahead and take the trapdoors and do this. This will keep this build a little more open than putting another glass chute in here, and it'll actually make it a little safer to use this falling area. If there were to ever be an accident and the villager were to fall into this thing, it could, without this brace here at least, move over a little bit and then end up falling and taking a lot of damage, which would be a big problem. But we're going to be careful, and no accidents will ever happen. I guarantee it. So, falling thing is in, and in my opinion, that looks pretty good. Now, the outside of this build. I am still definitely working on that portion. But with that being said, I would like to talk about a custom tree idea that I have. I've done this before in Creative Worlds, and I really like it. I think what we're going to go ahead and do is make this area look really nice and a little bit more, I guess, friendly. To make it look friendly, I think we need a palm tree. The palm tree's trunk will be made out of composters because I think that looks really good. But with all of this profession stuff going on in the building, I don't want the villager to claim the farmer profession as his job, so no composters quite yet. Now, I also have changed my mind since the beginning of the video. At the start of the episode, I talked about maybe adding another bridge, but there's just no good area. The only good spot would be a diagonal bridge from there over to there, and that thing's in the way. So we're going to go ahead and skip that and just add a little bridge in over here. I'll go ahead and move this cactus and, well, maybe that one can say, I'm not too sure, but this cactus definitely had to move. Then we'll go ahead and terraform the land a little bit and make a path going up over to this tower. Most of that stuff is stuff that'll probably be done off camera though, but I just wanted to let you guys know about it. This area, I'm not too sure. I'm thinking that we'll maybe end up filling some of it in, but it's probably time to get to work on day 3 of Mending Villager. Yes, it is, definitely. No way, no way. Day number 5, mending. Here we are. This is a beautiful, beautiful sight, but unfortunately, we have a small problem. So, we ended up getting mending with a trade where we can't make any emeralds. So, big yikes. You, sir, you're good, don't get me wrong. We're not going to change him, but we also can't lock the trades right now because I don't think we have 9 emeralds. So, 9 emeralds is going to be a major goal here coming up because if you switch your job for any weird reason, then we're gonna lose that. 24, that's a really good price. So, you sir, you need to behave, don't change your job or I will be big sad, please, stay like that. So, that's good, mission accomplished there. We have a mending villager, but unfortunately we won't be getting mending today. We're gonna have to go mining in like an extreme hills biome. I know of one over that way, and then maybe we could fortune a couple emeralds and at least lock this guy's trade in. So, now that brings us to this area over here. I need to finish things up. Basically, we need a palm tree or 2, so this one will go over here, it'll go over and go up, and then we'll do probably birch, yeah, we'll do birch leaves for these palm trees. We'll do one right there, and then we'll do one on the peninsula over there. Then I think we'll end up being kind of set for today. So, wish me luck. Maybe the palm tree should go over the water, by the way. But wish me luck. We will be back very soon with a finished project. And just to be sure, how many emeralds? 7. Okay, so we actually only need 2 emeralds. That would be 8. Dang. Just a little short. Too bad. I think that other trade was 9 emeralds total, right? You know, terraforming is always so fun. So, here is the final product, the big tower. I built a small retaining wall around that edge there. It looked really steep. I'm thinking maybe I come back in and add one more fence though, right where my crosshairs are. The palm trees though, I think those look really nice there. And as a whole, again, I'm really happy with what I came up with. I think Pam's pushing me right now. One of the big goals that we'll have ASAP here is to go ahead and get a couple more emeralds so we can lock the Mending Villagers trade in though for sure. But that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. That's how you get a Mending Villager. If you're looking for some fresh new fits, right down below the video is the merch. You should check it out. And in the description are all of my links. Today, big thank you to Eric the Creeper for the support. I really appreciate it. Until next time, Waddlers, stay cool. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.